What's up, music kids? I am back for another review, and this time I'm going to be reviewing August Alsina's This Thing Called Life. And let's get into it. So, This Thing Called Life, he released this back in December the 11th. Oh, child, I'm really late. But it has 15 tracks. And what I have gotten out of this album, aside from the other two that he's had, because the other two, it was he was letting you get to know him as well and letting you into his life, but I think it was kind of like a the pregame of allowing him to allowing him to open up more to his fans and everyone else. And on this album, I think he's shown a little bit more maturity as far as writing goes, and just he's opening up even more. Like, he's been even more real, and I think that's why a lot of people like August Alsina because he's he had the situation with his family members. He posted like a text message of a text he got from his cousin and stuff, and and he basically just said, I won't, because people see me where I'm at and think that because I made it, so-called made it, that I'm not still dealing with life, this thing called life. They think that he's, and I think a lot of people get that misconception that they see people on TV dressed nice and they smiling and joking around. Though, like people say, those are the most unhappiest people. Like, they be really going through some stuff, and that's basically what he said in an interview, that people think because I'm where I'm at in life as far as my music goes, my music career goes, that I'm not still dealing with my family issues. And he is. So people don't have no chill for him either on social media. It's so irritating because he's been like posting pictures of, him with different hairstyles, and posting pictures with Will Smith and Jada, and people just gonna be ignorant and silly on the internet. But to talk about a man and associate his hairstyles and who he's taking pictures with, and question his sexuality as a young man, it's kind of like, that's what I'm saying. Social media don't have no chill. Like, people don't be caring. Like, because, you know, it's they behind the computer, they behind the phone, and they just saying whatever, not realizing how that person is internalizing everything and taking it, which I'm pretty sure he don't care. He used to, I mean, he probably cares, but it's kind of like, what you gonna do about it? Like, he's in the music industry. He can't block everybody that has something crazy to say. People gonna talk about me. People gonna say stuff about me. Like, it's just the world we live in. But I'm just saying, for people to just clown on how he styles his hair and taking pictures with Will Smith and Jada and their kids, I'm kind of like, how can y'all even? When I saw his pictures with his hairstyles, I didn't say, oh, that looks gay, or oh, I'm just looking like, okay, you know, that's different. I mean, it's okay, like, but I didn't think, oh, that's gay as hell. Like, why he got his hair like that? I just said, oh, okay, that's different. I don't really care for it, but that didn't, the whole sexuality thing didn't pop up in my head. And then the whole Will Smith thing, people just stupid. Because I just took it as, because August Alsina said he feels like he doesn't have anybody. And, his dad's done passed. So Will Smith he's probably been a mentor to August Alsina. People don't know. Throughout the album, with songs like "Why I Do It" with featuring Lil Wayne and "Been Around the World," and he has another. There's a track. I think it's "Been Around the World" featuring Chris Brown, and there may be another one where it's more kind of party, like he kind of like letting loose, kind of dealing with females, the living that rock star life kind of. But aside from those two tracks, his album is I the first thing, and I'm just being honest. First thing that came out of my mind was, and I even wrote it down. What came out of my mind was like he's being real. It's really really deep, really dark at times. Like he's really like pouring his heart out. That's why I also like song "Cry" because he's really like going in. And I know a lot of artists they don't want to go there. They don't want to. They try to please the music industry and they want to be on the radio and get plays, which he does. But it's kind of like you know. He don't care. Like he doesn't care. That's just not him. That's not his character. He wants to keep it real. He wants his fans to be able to relate to what he's going through. Um, but yeah, he's really going in on this album, and my top five that I took that I really enjoy listening to, and again, I like "Job" featuring Anthony Hamilton. I love Anthony Hamilton. That's why I was kind of surprised. I was like, he about to be on the album because I love his music. But "Job" featuring Anthony Hamilton, "Why I Do It," "Dreamer," "Song Cry," and "American Dream." Um, but those are my top five. But what I'm basically taking from this album is I'm glad that he's being real and being honest and just throwing out situations that he's going through that we can relate to. But I'm hoping that and I'm not trying to rush nothing because again, I'm not one of them people. I don't take an album that just came out and then be looking at the artist like, okay, when you gonna drop something else? I'm not looking at that, but I just hope when he does make another album that he's in better spirits. I mean, you're gonna continue to go. Everybody's gonna continue to have issues throughout life. That's just how it goes. You're gonna go through up and down. It's a roller coaster. But I just hope he gets to at least that point in his life where he's like, okay, I gave y'all my deepest well, from what we can tell, like kind of his deepest album, and he opened up to us, and he's giving you, he's giving you, he's opening the door, so we can no longer, from the outside looking in. We actually inside, like he took us inside into his world and what he's going through. But I hope if he does when he does another album, um, whenever that may be. Again, I'm not rushing it. I'm just saying I hope that he's at a point in his life where he's making where everything's going okay for him, and he can, you know, have another. I love this out, records, and and I'm not saying like he needs to change himself, or I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I would just like to see him where he can have an album where it's better days. Cause right now it's like he's living life, but I'm just talking album wise. This album in particular just seems very, dark, and he's just sad. I feel bad for him. Like, it just sucks. You want him to be happy, but yeah, I just hope when he gets to his other album that he's just in better spirits, and he's just feeling better, like he's in a better space in life. And how I went to know about August, because when I found out about him, it was back like way back when YouTube wasn't even popping like that. And upcoming artists like Dondria, who's now with So So Def, JD, and all them, um, when she was popping on YouTube, like people went to her channel to listen to her cover songs to various artists, and I was looking up Lyfe Jennings, people doing his cover song, and that's when he popped up. So I do remember seeing him back then, but I don't remember like checking for him after that. And then because I go on like new hip hop and thatpiff.com and livemixtapes.com, and I'm always like looking. I would always be still do look through their upcoming artists, and I checked for Lloyd when he came out with his, I don't know, the Playboy Diaries. That's how he was on. August Alsina was on that mixtape doing the remix to Swimming Pools, and I was like, "Who is this dude singing with Lloyd? Who is this dude?" Like I have to look him up, and then that's when I saw his older videos after the Lyfe Jennings videos, and then him and Lloyd did a song. They did a song. They did a song "Sucker for Love," and I wonder what their relationship is now, because I don't see them like be posting IG pictures or whatever. I don't know. It's kind of like they, kind of separated. But I wonder if they're still good, and if they are they gonna make another album together? But yeah, that's how I found out about August Alsina, and then he came to a concert nearby where I live at, and I have a video about that situation that happened when I first see him. He's actually my first video on my channel. But yeah, this album is crazy. I'm here for it. Like I said, I like August Alsina's music, and you know, it's definitely relatable. But again, that's my review for August Alsina. I'm excited for his career. You know what I'm saying? This album's just the beginning of it. This is just album 3, aside from his mixtapes, EPs, whatever people want to call them. But I like this album. It's great. But I'll holler at y'all later. See you soon.